Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Okay, I know I have a lot of explaining to do. I'm extremely late for this weekend in reality review, especially when we get ready to come up on the next weekend. I know your girl be in the streets. Your girl, I feel like I've overextend myself. I love to be outside, active, doing something. I'm not a homebody person. I don't like to be in the house. So I knew last weekend I had an event Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so it wasn't until Monday that I even watched the weekend in reality shows. And then I got busy with work. So I'm like, we're just going to do all the lives today. We're doing weekend in reality today. Up next will be the challenge. And after the challenge, we're rolling right into Survivor. And then I can't make any promises because I'm telling you, this weekend look kind of like last weekend, except for my Sunday is free. So I'll probably catch up on Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville on Sunday and then roll into the rest because Married to Medicine starts. And I promised I was going to do Married to Medicine this season. We'll roll into that on Monday. But I can't make any promises on Friday or Saturday. Like I have to get these lives done today. So we're going to hit on all three shows. If you care about the challenge and Survivor, stick around. I have the redirect on. And we're just going to jump right into it. Now, up first, I'm going to get into a couple of hot topics I want to hit on real quick. I got my slides together this time, y'all. I slacked off a little bit, just a tiny bit today to get my slides together. But the first thing I want to shout out is Merry Christmas to me. At a certain age, I'm at a particular age where I really don't care about gifts. Like I like gifts. I like for people, everyone likes a gift, but I feel like I kind of have everything that I want that I can afford. Like if you're not buying me something that I really can't afford, I probably already have it. So shout out to Beyonce for giving me a halftime show for Christmas on Netflix. Now, Netflix, I've already tweeted you, and I put it on Facebook as well, that y'all need to get y'all shit together by Christmas Eve. Because whenever this halftime comes on, I don't want to see a single buffer, a single glitch, a single pixel. When Beyonce is on the screen, I want to see it in full HD 4K. I want to have a good time show. Because my kids are grown. I'm not putting out toys under the tree. I don't even put up a tree anymore. Like, so Christmas isn't what it used to be. So I'm really going to enjoy just sitting around watching football and looking at Beyonce. So shout out to B for giving me a great Christmas present. If anyone does want to know what I like, I always love a good Ulta or Sephora gift card. If someone gives me an Ulta or Sephora gift card, I am over the moon because I love to go in there and go shopping. But anyway, up next, myself and Every Reviews have been on a little hiatus. Is that how you say it? A little break? Angie, stop saying words you don't know how to say. Me and Abby have been on a little break on Wednesday nights, and we have found 2 new shows on Netflix that are coming November 29th. I think that's the day after Thanksgiving. I don't know when November 29th is, but these are the 2 new shows me and Abby are going to check out and review on Wednesday nights. One is called Love Never Lies, the South African edition. And I don't know if you all checked out The Ultimatum in South Africa. It was really juicy, really messy, really entertaining. So we're going to check this out. And then The Later Daters, which is a dating show that is for people that have the AARP card. And I'm not too far away from having my card, so that's no shade. If one of them is boring, we can always drop it. But for right now, the Wednesday after November 29th, which I believe is the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. Me and Ebby will be back with these two shows, so get ready to check that out. Up next, since we talking about reality TV, Kenya already finally admitted that she did something inappropriate. It was not revenge P, as she states. She wants it to be clearly known. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not about to get into all those kind of technicalities. This lady apologized. It's giving Bravo said, if you want to come back next season, go apologize, and so we could wrap this up and let it go. Because to be honest, my attention span ain't that long. I ain't really forget Kenya did it, but I forgot Kenya had got suspended or whatever. I would love to see Kenya back on the show. I'm not a Kenya hater, but I did hate your excuse, girl. You talking about this lady was threatening you and you felt unsafe and you felt uncomfortable with Brooklyn being around. I don't think the intelligent thing to do when you feel threatened is to poke, and show people giving fellatios in public events where there's going to be Bravo cameras. That seems like a way to heighten the threat, not to lessen the threat. But we're going to move that along. Kenya apologize. Great. Congratulations to Candace and Chris. Is it Bassett Dillard or Dillard Bassett? I forget, but the baby name is Jet Maxwell Lee. I don't know who last name Lee is, but anyway, cute baby name. I'm really happy for Candace. She looks beautiful. She is in mommy bliss, and I'm happy for her. I know in the interview she said she wished she could have a lot more, and that she started much sooner. Girl, let this one grow up a little bit. I mean, but to each their own. But congratulations. While we're congratulating people, let's congratulate the newest Mrs. Bryan and Mr. Bryan, Giselle's ex-husband. We're going to touch on it a little bit when we get to Potomac. But these are the wedding pictures. And I was on Instagram saying it looks like a Wicked promo picture. I don't understand the pink and green theme. Is she an AKA? If she is, okay, I get it. You got your man to wear the green and you got on the pink. But I don't care about the pink or the green. Both outfits are just tacky. So it's one thing about Jamal Bryant that is clear. He loves him a woman that can't dress. All right, let's keep it pushing. Shout out to Karen. I just grabbed the pictures. I ain't look at the magazine cover. She had a spread up, but Karen did this photo shoot. One thing about the Grand Dame, she will deflect. She will not answer your questions. And as she said, she gonna take it to hell. When you go low, she going to hell. Ain't no Michelle Obama over here. Grand Dame looks good. I see why the ladies hate. This lady is 61, 62 years old and looks effing amazing. Amazing. Karen, you should have been a model. Amazing. Like, you look good, Karen. I'm happy for the glow up. Ashley finally. Can we put all caps? Finally filed for divorce from Michael. It went down today. I saw it come across my phone today while I was working. I was like, ooh, because girl, we be reading you. We be watching the show like, girl, you ain't put in the first piece of paperwork. But she said, I put in my paperwork. She said they already have the mediation and the agreement together. So I'm assuming since they've already agreed on how they're going to split everything, the divorce should happen quickly. But shout out to Ashley for finally filing, because I really thought she would never file. But I'm happy for you, Ashley. If you're happy, let's move on. Okay, that's the challenge information. Let's stop sharing and let's get into these reviews. Up first is Love and Marriage Huntsville. We still on vacation, y'all. Melody has dragged, I don't know, weren't they just gone for a weekend, a few days? They have done 20 episodes on one vacation, but we're at the end. Melody is handing out white roses, thanking everybody for coming on the trip. White roses means new beginnings, healings. A lot of relationships have healed. And as soon as they healed Sonny and Destiny got back into it, because Destiny is upset that Nell asked Sonny about IVF in front of her. Like, Destiny, move on. Move on. And it's clear that you say you don't care nothing about that man. Who cares if it was overlap? If you have moved on and you no longer have any feelings or concern about that past relationship, move on. Let Sonny have him. Ain't the man in jail right now? Allegedly, per the Instagram streets. Like, I would love for Destiny to pay Sonny dust, because that's all Sonny wants. She has no other reason of being on this platform other than being married to your ex. So if you pay her dust, then she'll become dust, because she has nothing else to talk about. No one else cares anything else about Sonny. We're only here for the drama because you keeping the drama going. And I'm personally over it. Anyway, the ladies are back and they so happy to see their men. I don't never want to go on vacation without my man. I think was there a scene with Marsau and Monster? I don't care. We only gonna talk about what I care about. Right now, Kimmy is having a conversation with Maurice about how much she wishes the men were on the trip, not only so she can get her little piece, but she feels like the men would help them keep the drama down and help solve the confusion, because the ladies are really catty and they you know, and Kimmy felt like if the men were there, they could usher in, what's the word I'm trying to say? What I write on my paper? Relief. I don't know. But to me, the men are messier than the women. The men was back at home gossiping way harder than the women. But anyway, I mean, Kimmy loved her man, and I'm happy you love him. I forgot what else they was talking about. I can't wait to see what Love and Marriage Huntsville comes on Saturday. I forgot. I'm thinking it came on tomorrow night. I can't wait to see how they're gonna handle this Maurice situation. How we gonna sweep this up underneath the rug? But anyway, Tisha and her man Marsau having their own conversation, and let me tell you, Marsau is the messiest of them all. The messiest of them all. Because, see, everybody's still talking about this Trisha Martell situation. And did she really train him? Did she really do this and that? And I'm like, well, let me spit this gum out, y'all. I'm sorry. That was becoming distracting. And even Maurice or Kimmy, one of them said they feel like Ken loves Trisha more than Trisha loves him. Who cares? Over here with the messiest of all the mess is Marsau telling us that he heard it wasn't no training going on. They was in the house Netflixing and chilling. They was in the house on the couch watching movies. Now, I don't know about you all. I don't follow the Facebook groups. I don't follow the think pieces. This show is extremely messy off season. So I don't get involved. But I've never heard of the Netflix and chill. All I ever heard of was, did you go over there? Did you train them? Did you not? Did you discuss the pricing? Did you give them a good stretch? Like, what went down? Did you kiss? Did you hug? This is the first time we hear that they were Netflixing and chilling. And we all know what Netflix and chill is. You might turn a movie on, but you're really doing some other things on that sofa. But whatever. Marsau proceeds to continue to be messy and say he doesn't really know if Destiny and Martell had anything going on, because the streets were saying that Law looks like Martell. Mind you, I'm not in the Love and Marriage Huntsville streets. I watch the show and then I let y'all be messy on Instagram and Facebook all by yourself. But I ain't never heard nobody say that Destiny baby looked like Martell. Marsau, they gonna eat you up at this reunion. They gonna eat you up. Because you and Tisha was just over there being too messy. And Tisha was trying not to. She was like, I don't know. I don't really think so. But no. Y'all got on camera to spill tea, and I ain't mad. I ain't mad, but I can't stand Marcel. But anyway, let's talk about the meat and potatoes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I don't want to give it too much. The last scene of the show, when it's in Marquez met with Ken and Trisha and had her sign one of them little piece of papers, you know, when they come, when the kids come around and be like, can I get your autograph? And it be a picture. This is my husband work picture. I don't need to be putting all his info out there. But he don't like it, so he not gonna order the work pictures. But I like this, so I'm gonna put it in my office. But anyway. The three of them sit down. A lot of people feel like Ken should not have been there, that Trisha and Marquez should have whatever co-parenting, divorce discussions that they want to have privately. But I appreciated Ken being there. Ken was definitely way more supportive than what Ink was over there on the Potomac. And we're going to get to Potomac in a little bit. I was really rocking with Ken. Marquez was crying. They kept talking about how they were high school sweethearts. But Marquez, you upped and dipped out on your kids. Oh, I ain't gonna put my business in the street. But I'm just gonna say I understand Trisha, and I understand all them tears and not giving a damn about no tears. Look, I'm not in all these people business. Trisha, you come off as a liar because you lied and tell the truth, and so then we don't know which one is actually the truth. But I do believe Trisha when she says this man abandoned her and them children, and she had to make a way out of no way by herself. Now, why she hasn't put in that piece of paper, I don't know. And it ain't for me to know if they don't want to share. A lot of you all are speculating, and I'm not going to speculate because I don't want to put anything on that man on these YouTube streams coming out of my mouth. But it just seems strange. But what I loved about that scene was Ken. Ken came out and was like, look, yes, I hug your daughter at night to go to sleep. And I was getting ready to have an issue with it because it's some things in my personal life I just got to let go. But I was getting ready to have an issue with it. And to Ken explained it. And he was like, yes, I'm affectionate with your children because I don't just say I love them. I give actions of love. I show them that I love them. And I think the oldest is getting ready to graduate high school. And he was like, we all need to be there. Not you need to be there with Trisha, but we all need to be there. Like, Ken speaks, and mind you, I ain't in their house. People can say whatever they want to say on this television thing. But Ken to me spoke like a very mature adult who really loves Tisha, really loves her children, his children as well, like their family. And it comes off like he really wants to marry her. I don't understand the man, because the only pause I have with Ken is why you always with married women. Like, why, if you this loving and this nurturing and this giving, it is plenty of single. I can give you a list of single women that's looking for a good man like Ken. My only pause with Ken is why is it always married women that you want to give all this love and attention and affection for? It gives me you like broken women and you like putting women back together, but it ain't shit wrong with that if you are sincere and you just ain't using that as a bait and a switch, if you get what I'm trying to say. But I really like Ken in this scene. Marquez is doing his best acting. He out there in Atlanta. I'm wondering if he down there at the Tyler Perry studios. He crying his face off, and he give what's her name, Trisha, a sheet of paper and say, here go the divorce. If you done with me, you really want to be with Ken, sign. And I'm like, at the beginning of this episode, ain't nobody filed a piece of paper. But by the end of the episode, not only has somebody filed a piece of paper, but y'all ready to sign on the dotted line. I mean, Carlos, you couldn't come up with nothing better than that. I'm assuming this is the official separation papers, or maybe it's the official paperwork to start the divorce proceedings. I don't know, but good luck, Trisha and Kim. But shout out to the messy people on Instagram, Facebook who said Trisha was still lying. Because Trisha said she met Ken during the pandemic, and that's when they started dating really strong because Marquez left her in the pandemic and moved to Atlanta or whatever. I could be misremembering. But somebody put out a picture of her posting something on Instagram about happy anniversary, and it was late 2020, which is the pandemic. Now, the pandemic, you could say, extended into 2021. I don't care enough to break down Ken's, Marquez, and Trisha's timeline. But based on the Facebook streets, Trisha, they said they ain't buying that scene at the end of the episode. You still lying. But that's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's get into Bells of the Collective. I have even less to say about them, so let's go ahead and get them out the way. Where's their picture? Here go the Bell Collective girls. Okay. Now, Bell Collective, no, that ain't how it started. I think it started with pickleball and JJ and So Gucci still talking about this protective order, and Willie, is that, you know, I get everybody's husbands confused. Willie is playing pickleball via Zoom. If it was me, I know they're making a TV show, but in real life, if that was me, don't call me on no Zoom to play pickleball with y'all. If I can't be there, I can't be there. Have fun. I know Willie wanted to hang up the phone. They was getting into their family business about the girls and JJ and So Gucci and the rules, and you know, like somebody who have good sense. What's Aikisha said, I'm gonna mind my business. Now, Marie talking about forgiving. Hey, Lord, I can't see with these glasses. Hey, Charnel. Now, it was a lot of Marie going on this episode. Marie is telling Tisha she ain't never gonna forgive Treese. Treese sold her some $9.99 wigs season 1, and she ain't never got over it. Because I don't know why Marie doesn't like Latrice. Because forget that $9.99 wig. You don't want to show up to the event looking like Little Bo Peep, looking a fool, like you going to a costume party. I don't understand why Marie is mad at Treese. But whatever, she ain't never ever gonna forgive her. And I can actually respect that because I like a good boundary. I like a good, I don't fuck with you. And we all know it. So let's have this boundary. We could be in the same space, make our money, but it ain't no forgiveness. I don't want to be your friend. I might not talk about you, but I don't want to talk with you either. I don't understand that. But anyway, up next, we see Essie, and we saw Essie first, and then Tisha got with Marie, but whatever. Prayers for Essie. This is another group I don't really follow on social media, but I haven't heard anything bad about Essie. So I'm just really hoping that she gets the lung transplant that she needs. It was really sad. I hate to hear bad news, but I know these reality shows like to be real and you got to put the bad out there with the good, but I don't really like to be sad. And that's kind of sad because Essie ain't did nothing to us. She hasn't done anything to us. So prayers for Essie. Marie meets with Cousin Nat. Lord have mercy. I mean, it was very Marie heavy. I don't care anything about Cousin Nat. Meeting with Cousin Nat didn't change my opinion from the beginning. Ma'am, this lady helped you get up off the pole, helped you get up off the street. She said you was homeless and a stripper, and she gave you a job. And it's not your fault that you didn't parlay that job into a bigger, better opportunity. It is not Marie's responsibility to employ and elevate the entire family. When one person gets on and they give you an opportunity, now I don't know what you could have done. Maybe you could have used this job and got some kind of degree to go into a field you really wanted to go into. I don't know, but I don't feel like it's Marie's responsibility to put the whole family on and to make sure the whole family is living at the level she living. Though, based on what I seen, Angie, don't say that. Angie, don't say that. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper, I want to be shady so bad. Leave Marie alone, Angie, because you like Marie. But I'm just not gonna get mad at Marie, and I don't understand why y'all had to meet. Can we normalize making boundaries within family as well? Like, if you don't fuck with me just because we cousins, we could still have this boundary. We could still not fuck with each other because life is short, and I don't have time to be going through stress because you mad that I got 20 methadone clinics and you don't have one. I don't have time to be trying to figure out why you riding around doing what you're doing and I'm over here making business moves. I don't know. Marie does a lot for her family. She doesn't give me. And wasn't her brother an NBA player? So why the brother ain't put y'all on? He the one with the real coins. But look, let's move on. The last and final thing we're gonna talk about with these bells is Glenn. That's Tisha's husband, right? He spent about 20 scenes telling everybody he gonna quit his job before he told his wife. Look, I can understand. You out there on the tugboat for weeks at a time, maybe months at a time. And it's really not a set schedule. If they say Christmas your week, you got to be there on Christmas. If it's your son's birthday and you out on the tugboat, you can't just come home and celebrate your son's birthday. You got to wait until you get off the tugboat. So I understand. But to me, they y'all checked me. Because I was making fun of his tugboat job. But y'all said, Angie, them tugboaters make over 6 figures. I said, oh, well, he better stay out there tugging along. Look, your wife need a medical card. And Carlos ain't giving out no insurance. So you better get back on that boat. I know a choo-choo sound like a train, but you better get back out on that boat and get to work. Now, I understand you want to hustle as an entrepreneur. You want to do the logistics for, I guess, the truck drivers. That's a good field. A lot of people can get into that. But maybe start your business part-time, see if you can get some clients. And as you grow your business, then you quit the tugboat. But you can't just come home with no check and no insurance card. And you have a baby. Like, I'm hoping this is just some BS for, they don't come on Lifetime. For Oprah Winfrey Network, for the OWN Network, I hope you just giving us a storyline, because really with these reality stars nowadays, it's very scripted. I might as well go back to watching all my children reruns. But I'm hoping this is just a little bit of play, and he didn't really quit his job, because one, we don't know how long these bells gonna even be on TV. They barely get a season. And when they do get a season, they only get about 5-6 episodes. Probably by Christmas, it's gonna be off. I wouldn't quit my tugboating job. But anyway, because don't nobody want to go to them brunches. But that's it. Good luck, Glenn. Good luck, Tisha. Whatever. Let's get into the last show of them all, and that's Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't have no Potomac pictures, so we just got to go back to the list. Oh, Jesus have mercy. Up first, we get more of TJ and more of, damn it, what's the new lady named Stacy doing sipping paint, bring your own liquor in the house. It's a cute little trend that I've seen going around TikTok where couples paint each other and then they reveal the pictures and laugh, whatever. And they're discussing whoever paints the best picture can get a prize. And so she was like, well, what kind of prize you want? And he said, I want to go jogging around the park. All right, you can jog by yourself, but I ain't doing it. She wants to give him a spa day if she wins. What kind of prize is that? I'm assuming she wants to be the masseuse. I'm assuming if she wins, this is her fancy way of saying, I just want to rub you down with some baby oil. I'm assuming that's what Stacey meant, and not, I just want to send you off to the spa. Because, girl, no, he needs to send you to the spa if you win. But whatever. They painted some awfully tacky, ugly looking pictures, and I don't care. I don't want to make fun of this man's sexuality like most people are doing over there on the Twitter. I don't want to say that he's gay. My friend tell me my gaydar is way off. Anyway, but I also am not buying the whole I'm doing this for the Lord, because I do read my Bible too, and I ain't see the Lord say nothing about you dating no married woman either. So if you're gonna date her while she married, you might as well hit it too. But anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on. What happened next? Let's get to Ashley and her mama. If I'm going out of order, I wrote my notes out of order. Ashley's mother has a heart condition, and she giving her some olive oil drink. Now, Ashley, I would like to know, is that a pre-made drink, or are you just splashing olive oil in regular drinks? I'm just asking because at a particular age that I am, I do know that in Black women, heart disease and heart attacks is number one. And I do try to go to the gym. I do try to eat right, but I normally don't. Like, if I can get my kitchen together, if I can get my eating together, I could probably do a lot better, because working out the gym isn't really hard. I enjoy going, but any little bit of tidbits can help. So I'm just wondering, are you just splash a little splash of olive oil in any drink, or is it a special olive oil drink already out there on the market? I guess I could Google it, because it ain't like Ashley gonna tell me. Ashley, mama still with that man that love to live in the tent in the backyard, but he got a job and he giving her $20 a month, and she happy with it. Miss Ashley, mama, if you happy, I'm happy for you, but it couldn't have been me. But anyway, what else? We seen Ashley had them kids all over the kitchen counter. Now I see why she put her foot on the kitchen counter. They ain't got no home training over there. I think the next day, Ashley and Giselle invite Karen over to talk about her court date, or just to mention that she has a court date, because you know she can't talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. I don't know why y'all keep asking Karen. That would piss me off. I would probably end up cussing somebody out is if I keep telling you time and time again, this is a legal matter and I'm not talking about it, but you constantly keep asking me about it. Whatever. But Karen deflects and asks Giselle, well, how you feel about Jamal? Didn't he just get married? And, you know, Giselle was like, I don't feel no kind of ways. And then Karen was like, well, how do kids feel about it? Oh, the girls, you know, they love their dad, but they didn't even know he had a girlfriend that left a fiance. So look, I saw the girls on TikTok. They made some kind of TikTok in their wedding. I don't know if they were bridesmaids or not, but whatever dresses they had on, they looked very happy to be there. So I'm sure they were happy for their dad. Do I think Giselle cares that Jamal is married? I mean, why? Why should she? I mean, he done been with everybody else under the sun when he was with her and without her. So what's this new woman gonna do? I don't think Giselle really cares. Up next, I know this out of order, but Karen speaks to her cousin. I didn't write the cousin's name down, but apparently the cousin was on the telephone when Karen allegedly lost control and swerved and hit a tree. You know, that's what they did on the reenactment episode 1. I can understand why he broke down and cried. I'm hard here, but on the inside, I am just a mush. I am really a softie. I'm really nice on the inside. I'm tell y'all a little side story. Y'all know Rhythm and Flow came back on Netflix. I enjoyed season 1, so I'm so happy that it's back with Luda. Lotto, and DJ Khaled. My ass was watching episode 1 of Rhythm and Flow yesterday on my lunch break, and I am in real people tears. I don't know why. Is it an age thing for my older subscribers? Please hit me up in the comments or the chat and let me know if it's an age thing where you just get extremely sensitive the older you get. Because I'm just like, it's their opportunity. They got it from the mud and they got it. Yes, like I was boohoo crying watching episode 1. I don't know why. Maybe it's close to the time of the month. I don't know why. Lord have mercy. But I'm just saying, if I would have heard my family member get into an automobile accident while they're on the phone with me, I would be a wreck. I am the sensitive one of the family. I can't handle too many emotional things. But Karen finally tells her cousin a little bit of what happened. Apparently, Karen has been under a lot of stress and she has never really grieved her parents. She has never really forgiven Ray for them taxes. She damn sure is still upset that she had to dig in her pocketbook to help pay them taxes off. She wanted to move her parents into their Potomac home, but they lost the home because of the taxes. And then her parents passed away, unfortunately. But this is why I say Karen needs to go lay on somebody's couch. And that's not a bad thing. But Karen, one thing I'm going to say that I understand about what Karen said, it sounds like she internalized all that stuff. And Karen could have just been on some BS. We don't know. But it sounds like she's an internalizer, and that is me. I'm very much an internalizer. When things happen and I can't deal, I just stuff them down. I just stuff it down and I keep it moving. And eventually one day I snap. I know this about myself. That's why I try to snap immediately. I try to cuss people out right then and there so I don't just go, because you can go at the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong person. Now, I don't know. To me, that's not a good enough excuse for drinking and driving. But if you ask Karen, she wasn't drinking nor driving. She wasn't even in the car, if you ask Karen. But I can understand what Karen was talking about, the internalizing of all of those emotions if she never really grieved or got that out. So, I don't know, Karen. I don't want to say get over it, but I just want to say, please sit on someone's sofa and work that out. It's nothing wrong with counseling. It doesn't have to be rehab if you feel like you don't have no problem drinking alcohol. I'm trying to think you do. But if you feel that's a personal decision, but you definitely need help for the mental health of all of those scenarios because you've been holding on to that since season 1. Didn't Ray get in tax trouble season 2? We're on season 8, Karen. You need to talk to someone. And I say this all the time, and I tell it to myself. If I'm at a point in life where I can identify the things that are affecting my mental health, then I should be mature enough to go get that help for that mental health issue. And Karen, you have identified it, so go get the help. You can't next season or the next time, you can't come around talking about them taxes and your mom and your daddy because we told you season 8 to go get you some help. But anyway, let's move on from Karen. We ain't gonna ride Karen too much. What I write on my piece of paper next? Wendy's kids graduate. Congratulations. I can't stand no pre-K graduation, and I really can't stand no elementary school graduation. I remember when my son graduated from elementary school. We had just moved to Memphis because I moved him to Memphis in the middle of his 5th grade school year because I got married. That's when I got married. And I remember we must have bought our house right after his graduation ceremony because we had a housewarming, but everybody at the housewarming was giving him hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, y'all know he just graduated 5th grade. What y'all giving him all this money for? Some people make a big deal out of all these graduations, not me. Y'all hear that? I know y'all don't hear it, but some people outside arguing, and you know the messiness in me. I'm trying to listen. I hear some foolishness going on outside, and we don't live in a foolishness type of neighborhood. So when I hear it, I get to be nosy. But I'm gonna focus on this. We're gonna talk about this. The only graduations I care about are high school and college. I might give you a high five for middle school because my mama says some people don't even. Let me quit putting my mama out there. She gonna be mad if she saw that. Forget that. Forget that. Anyway, they had a great little conversation with her mom, and I don't know the other gentleman was there. I'm assuming her brother, and all the kids. It was a family affair, and that's how you celebrate these kind of graduations. We ain't having no big $100,000 party for you graduating pre-K. No, ma'am. They went to a nice restaurant. They're talking about what event, because it happens next week. What is Wendy throwing a party for? Because I done already forgot. It ain't a graduation party. Is it their anniversary party? Whatever. Wendy and them have an event, and she invited Eddie's parents, but they can't come because they got to babysit the grandchildren, and they don't trust nobody else watching their kids but the mother. Can I just say this, and I'm going to let it go? I don't understand the issue that Eddie's parents have against Wendy's family. It could be a broken friendship, whatever it is. But the type of mother I am, I don't give a damn who I like, who I dislike, none of that. And I can be very overprotective of my son. But nothing is going to stop me from having a relationship with him. Nothing. I don't care who he marries. I don't care who he's friends with. I will give my opinion. But it's never going to be to the point where I X them out of my life. And I'm saying that to say this. Whatever kind of reconciliation, because I can only imagine the pain that Eddie feels that his parents have pretty much disowned him because of the woman that he married. I feel like that reconciliation needs to happen off camera. Like, if I want to come back around, and as foul as it is for me to cut the children off, because I think that's wrong. Nothing can make me cut my son off. But if I did, I don't want to do the reconciliation on camera. I don't want to do it on your messy ass Real Housewives of Potomac cameras in my face. So I can understand the parents saying, oh, we got to come to the party with these cameras. We're not going to do that. I don't know. Not my place. But the other thing I wrote down about Wendy's mama, she was like, you ain't send me my allowance this month. I don't know what's going on with you, girl. You done quit all these jobs. But remember, I don't care what jobs you quit. You better send me my Cash App. And Wendy immediately cashed out her mama $500. I said, let me screen grab this and send this to Cheeks because I'm going to need me an allowance. I'm going to need me an allowance. Yes. And what else? Wendy said if the kids want their trust fund, they have to have a master's degree. I'm going to agree. Because her kids are want to graduate, 10 years from now, between 10 to 15 years from now, a master's degree is going to be required. It's going to be required because you can't get a job now without a bachelor's in certain fields. It's extremely hard to get a job now without that bachelor's degree. And the way these people want experience and education, it might be necessary to have that master's for her children when they finally get to graduate in high school and college. But the one thing Wendy mama said was, why are you asking these kids? Kids don't have options. That was me too. That was probably me and my husband's biggest parenting hurdle when we blended families, because he would ask the kids everything: what y'all want to eat, what y'all want to drink, what school you want to go to, what you want this, what kind of discipline you think is right. Like, he would ask the kids everything. And I came from I ain't asking them kids nothing. They're gonna eat what I cook. If they don't know well, they're gonna cook themselves something to eat. I'm I don't know, and that could have been how I was raised, and maybe that could have been something I could have changed over the years. But me growing up, I just don't recall ever having options. Like maybe in my extracurricular, like what kind of after school programs would I want to do? What kind of clothes do I like? But when it came to important facts of life, I didn't have options. Growing up in my parents' household, going to college was, I mean, not going to college was not an option. Like your ass was going. It it was the next stage. I never even knew that you could tell your parents, I ain't going to no college. Like, cause that's just how I was raised. So I kind of agree with Wendy's mom. Maybe not as strict as Wendy's mom, but I do believe when it comes to certain things in parenting, it ain't no options. You're gonna do what I say do. But anyway, let's get to Jazzy's party. All the ladies look good. Hey, Stephanie or Stephanie. I be saying it wrong. Stephanie. All the ladies look good in their dresses. I really loved KK's dress, and I love that silver dress on Wendy. Um, when Stacy and TJ showed up, everybody again is making fun of this man. Somebody pulled up an old picture of him when he was on Sister Sister modeling for Jack K. Harry. And I mean, Sister Sister was what, 20 years ago. He was fine. I mean, I don't think TJ is a bad looking man, but he was fine. So Stacy, I get it. I just don't care. If the man really is celibate and doesn't want to have sex, fine. If you ask me, Stacy and TJ are the perfect couple. They're both awkward, quirky. They aren't the average person, and it's nothing wrong with that. People are different, and I think if they like it, I love it. I don't care. But I do think TJ is just here auditioning for his next TV show. I think he is a little bit of a hired date. But Stacey ain't the first, and she ain't the last. That's gonna have him a little hired boyfriend on these reality shows. Up next, KK comes in and checks Mia. She's like, "You call my man a drug dealer, and he is not no drug dealer. You need to apologize." And Mia was like, "I wasn't talking about him." I was saying during the episode they work together. She's stiff and he's still right. They make the perfect couple, Taj. Within Mia's apology, she's throwing shade, talking about, "Oh, that man looked like a social worker. I ain't talking about him." What you mean he looks like a social worker? Angie, don't do it. Angie, don't do it. To me, Mia is the easiest read, and why these people don't drag her to filth. But I think it's so hard to drag Mia because she's used to being in the gutter. Like when Karen's like, "You go low, I'm going to hell." Mia's used to being in hell, and she'll tell on herself. But I think KK did need that cleared up because this is a professional man with his own business, and she don't need you throwing rumors out there because you didn't name him, but you said your drug dealing boyfriend. And this man, is his name Marcus? Mario? I don't forgot her man name. But Mario can't be out there with Mia talking about your drug dealer boyfriend and he's really a social worker. And quit shading social workers. So they read you on Twitter, Mia. I didn't say this, but they said it. They said, "Mia, what you got against social workers? Because if it wasn't for a social worker, you would still be in the house with your daddy that threw an iron up beside your head." Now, that's what they said on Twitter. And that's what you said your first season. You put all your business in the street. Anyway, Mia and Karen go at it. And Karen was like, "I ain't mad at Mia. You know, she go low, I go low. I don't give a damn." I don't care about Mia and Karen. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this because I got to talk about the challenge in Survivor up next. Mia, Ink, and G. You were right. The men did not look good. The men looked like they were going to church, and the women looked like they were going to fancy galas. Mia digging for gold, but I think she ran out. I do feel like Mia and Ink set G up for this conversation. It did seem like G was coming to talk to Mia. And when he saw Ink there, he was like, I ain't with the BS. Let's go. Because if you recall at the party, Mia is telling everybody, oh, we co-parent so well. G loves Ink. Ink loves G. We get around with the kids, ring around the posy, a pocket full of dozies, whatever, however the damn nursery rhyme go. And we're just one big, happy, blended, mixed family. That's what Mia wants everyone to believe. But G is like, I ain't coming on camera making it seem like I'm cool with you having adultery with my wife. He was cracking me up. He's like, you didn't adultery with my wife? Sir, you didn't adultery with me with your ex-wife? Like, look, let me say this. I tweeted this as well. I don't feel bad for G because you was with this 20, I don't remember because I don't know how old Mia is. She lies so much. But you was with this lady who you were bragging about popping pussy in the Miami Beach while you had an ex-wife at home. And she knew you had an ex-wife and kids at home and she didn't care. She wanted to pop it open wide on the beach with this rich man. Then y'all was talking about having threesomes with the singer the night before the wedding. And then that lady came and sang at y'all wedding. Like, y'all have done too much. You and Mia. So now that Mia is doing to you what you did to your first or second or third wife, but the wife before Mia, I don't give a damn. I really don't. I don't feel bad for Gordon. I agree with him. Don't get on TV making it seem like it's one big happy family if it's not one big happy family. But I'm not going to shed a tear. Get back is get back. And trust me, Mia's get back is going to be extremely severe because one thing I hate to do is agree with that damn Giselle Bryant. And when Giselle said, you are not protecting those children, Mia, you are not. You are not. You living in a 1-bedroom studio. That wasn't a studio, but it was a very small apartment. Them kids were in the very next room, and you better believe they were ear hustling. You better believe them kids was ear hustling. And here go Gordon talking about you had adultery with my wife to the point where when we first got married, she had to have an abortion. And Ink looking like she told me no shit like that. And Mia, you could tell Mia was caught off guard. She was like, yeah, G, but you got bipolar. Remember you. Mia wanted to flip it on, but G was like, And now you still think this one is yours too? And he was like, yeah, that's my son. You don't think that little boy ain't in the back ear hustling? You don't think these children, because these kids are way too grown. We could never be this grown back when I was growing up in the 80s, the 90s, we would get popped in the mouth. These kids way too grown. They all up in their mama and daddy business, and y'all putting it all out in the streets. Because even if they wasn't ear hustling, they gonna see the show when they looking at their little iPads or cell phones. They gonna see the clips scrolling through TikTok with this man talking about he your daddy, but then your daddy gonna storm off walking down the hallway. So now he don't know who his daddy is. You got me and you on here telling all your business. You were prostitute, you was a stripper, you was on the oxycodone, you done did everything. Stephanie, that's what I want to know, because Mia's timeline is so blurred. You met Gordon when you were 19. He pulled you up off the stripper pole. When did you have this oldest son? If you were always G Inc., G Inc. When did this son, who has to be about, she must have had that oldest son in high school, but she was with Inc. in high school. Mia, you lie so much that it just doesn't make sense. Did G give you a break to go have another baby and then come back and have IVF for them? Like, I don't get it. I don't know who. But one thing I'm going to say, Stephanie, that oldest son, daddy, got good sense. He said, my son ain't going to. We saw that boy season 1. And that daddy said, this the bullshit you doing? He can't be on TV no more. Matter of fact, send him to my house. Because you see, I know that oldest boy ain't in that 1-bedroom apartment with Mia and them other 2 kids. Whoever the first son daddy is said he's not going to be a part of any of this foolishness. I'm sorry to his brother. I'm sorry to his sister, but not mine. That's protecting your child, Mia. It's a way to be honest and authentic, but I don't like this playing with my son's paternity in his face. Anyway, what else? I ain't writing nothing else on this piece of paper. That's it. It's time to talk about the challenge. Mia done pissed me off. Neither one of them are protecting the children. Like I said, Gordon ain't innocent. And every time Mia get caught up in a lie, or Mia is caught up in a scenario where she looks like the bad person, Gordon, remember, you have the mentals and you were doing this to me and I couldn't take it. Like, girl, please. We all see it for what it's worth. The money is gone. So you're gone. That's what gold diggers do. They only stay around when there's gold. If there's no gold, there's nothing to dig. We're out. And Inc., I don't know what your pockets look like, but you better come up with something or she gonna be out on you. I don't understand why G is even showing his face on camera, because Mia is just embarrassing the fuck out of him. Taj, because the men don't get paid. You're right. He must have an agreement with Mia where if I come on camera, you're going to slide me $10K. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe he likes the cameras. I would let Mia and Inc. run with it. The men were dressing like they were right to a cigar bar. And where were the football players? I mean, I could see Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes turning their nose up to the Bravo cameras, but it wasn't no other people on the bench with you that wanted to come film. I'm just saying, let me, I ain't have to shade that man like that. I ain't have to say that. Right. They need a check. I'm at the point now where Mia could go. It's no point. She taking the show somewhere where I just don't want to see it. I kind of like Stacey. The more I see Stacey, the more I like Stacey. I even like Jazzy. I feel like let's put Jazzy and that damn baby mama up on the TV screen. We're going to be talking about, I really want to talk to Ebby about all these Tyler interviews from Love is Blind. I don't know if y'all saw the TikToks, because I ain't listening to no full interview of that man speak. But Tyler got over there talking to some man on TikTok in the interview saying, I just want that family to stay over there. That family, I don't want nothing to do with that family. Sir, your children that you fucked to conceive, is that family? You know, the children that were in all the matching pajamas and your mama on there talking about how much she loved her grandkids. Like, them children, you want to leave them over there. That Tyler is a mess. Ashley, I just want to say this, and then I'm about to get off of here so we can talk about the challenge. Ashley, I don't want to have any parts of your womb. But if that man will leave that family over there, like that just to be on Netflix. If you don't think you pop out some kids, he gonna sit still for you, girl. You a bigger fool than what I would have my birth control on lock. I wouldn't pop out shit for that man because I guarantee you, as soon as you get pregnant, Ashley, he gonna dip. As soon as he's done riding these 15 minutes of fame, he's going to dip. And I can't believe you seem smarter than that. But we've seen women play a fool all the time for a man. I guess we just gonna have to watch this out and talk about it. But anyway, y'all, that was the weekend in reality. I know it's Friday tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be more on time with the reviews next week. I'm gonna try my best. I can't make no promises. I think December, my schedule is a little bit more clear in December. That's what I'm talking about. Ashley from Netflix, her husband, because I guess they got married. Her husband, Tyler, did an interview where he told the interviewer, he asked about the children. He said, I just want that family over there to leave me alone and stay over there. I don't want nothing to do with that family over there. I was like, you talk about not protecting the kids. Is he related to Mia? Because that sounds like a very Mia answer. That family over there. Anyway, y'all, yes. Go to TikTok, type in Tyler interview. The only thing I will say is that interview did check him. He didn't just ride with whatever Tyler was saying. He did push back a little, but Tyler lied the whole thing. But anyway, y'all, I got to get off of here and talk about the challenge next. The redirect is on. So if you care about the challenge, you will get a good old whoosh into the next live. And after the challenge, I'm going to talk about Survivor. No, I was talking about Ashley from Netflix, not Potomac. Though they're supposed to be, I keep hearing all the rumors that the housewife ladies are going to do a dating show and Ashley is supposed to be on it. And since Ashley has officially filed for divorce, why not? Maybe she met her fine man over there. And she said, all right, Michael, I'm done. Found me another. I don't know. But who cares? Let me get off of here. And so we can talk about the challenge real quick. And I will be back maybe Sunday. We'll get into Love and Marriage Huntsville and the Bells. And then Monday, we'll get into Potomac and Married to Medicine. If you didn't know, Married to Medicine is back this Sunday. I set up my DVR. I'm watching it this season. I'm going to review it this season. We're going to see how we go. All right, y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will holler at y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.